requires a couple of things to be able to provide the most optimal setups for the team. You got to stay close to him for that nether realm to keep you alive. And Deusvult has a big CC pool, and they want that to happen. So RRQ Hoshi is definitely going to have to play a little bit safer on these 5v5 engagements.
Yeah, they got that Faramis too, like all of the answers towards the Faramis. You got the Ruby to tug it in, you got the Guinevere to set up the place. Now they still need someone to go in the jungler, someone for Magister to pick up. There's still the Martis here, like kind of like an anti-CC for their side. Great early game. The Nolan's already out. I was actually thinking about Deusvult actually picking that up, but this actually leaves in like only a few options here. And there you have it, right on cue. Just I mentioned that the Martis is going to be an anti-CC. A great early game from Deusvult. They pick it up here. This is looking really scary for both sides. It seems like it's going to be team fight heavy type of composition for both RRQ and Deusvult.
I will say, though, Banana picked up that Benedetta again. We saw that in game 1 up against Team Lowgun, and that really made the difference between him and Skylar being able to pressure the side lanes and win on the 1v1s. I mean, you see Banana oftentimes rotating around and being able to clear that side lane and get to the mid lane with ease and out-rotating their opponent. And then the same thing, Skylar just easily able to gap his enemy marksman. So it is going to be a challenge over there for the side of Deusvult, but I do like their draft. I'm actually maybe favoring their draft a little bit more than RRQ Hoshi. I think both of them are pretty strong. I just like when it comes to how synergized the side of Deusvult is looking, there's going to be a lot of CC, but there's a lot of sustainability to work into the favor of RRQ Hoshi as we are now getting ready to jump into the most anticipated match of the Game of Futures 2024 group stage. RRQ out from Indonesia going up against Deusvult from Russia. Who will be able to claim this series?
Yeah, Busco going out to give the vision here for RRQ Hoshi, knowing that Magister actually started off with that red buff. Maybe possibly just trying to be a menace here, or a nuisance rather, in the jungler here up against Deusvult. Even Octa is here rotating towards them, but Kid Bomba though on the top side, a solo kill being picked up there by the Benedetta, by Banana here of RRQ Hoshi. But Brusco right now getting dealt with here by Sawo, being punished there for overextending.
A quick response, 1-1 on the board, but man, not too often do you see a Ruby fall this early in the game. It's one of the most sustainable heroes, especially on a 1v1. I mean, a Ruby can 1v3 when teams try and dive her, just with the amount of CC she has available. Kid Bomba just kind of being a little too overly aggressive. Gotta put some respect on Banana with that Benedetta. I mean, he's a Benedetta main so far, at least for the Game of Futures, with how well he's been executing. But I will say, Kid Bomba, another up-and-coming prospect in the XP lane, can definitely give him a little bit of a challenge. But you are going to see the other death on the other side of the table. That is going to be Sawo, who did pick up the assist. The kill went to Magister. That is the jungle for the side of Deusvult. She's going to put him a little bit ahead of Irad in terms of these rotations and farm.
Oh, looking at the emblems here too for both sides. RRQ Hoshi, a lot of those quantum charges coming out from Banana and Brusco, just to have that extra mobility for their team. And RRQ right now, lots of pressure on the XP lanes. A thing that we've seen in other teams too. Pressure out the XP lanes so that they can have this really good position when it comes to these turtle fights. And we all know that the turtle fights, it's a tug of war between the two teams. Sawo does not have that ultimate just yet. Turtles at half HP, and it's actually going to be a reset here by both sides. 1-1 in the 2-minute mark. No one's still in the lead right now, but everyone is looking to take it in for themselves by at least taking in the first objective here, which is going to be the turtle.
You know, and I kind of said I was favoring Deusvolt's draft, but honestly, I'm liking both sides. This may be the best drafting I've seen so far in Game of Futures 2024. Both of them have great synergy. You have the Mathilda to use the Guiding Wind to be able to keep Barat alive and get him to safety when needed. There goes that Circling Eagle over there, wrapping around from Brusco. You are going to see Banana taking some damage, use the Electrify blow. Irad will be able to claim the turtle from the side of RQ Hoshi, and now a possible punish play. Magister very low, special migration in. Sawo takes down Banana. Octa finds Magister. Both sides still even on the scoreboard, 2-2, but RQ Hoshi takes the first neutral objective.
Yeah, definitely a better trade there. Let's take a look at the replay. What actually went down was Banana goes in for the Electo final blow, and then you got in that Netherrealm from Octa to save the day. It was a 1-for-1 trade. Banana was punished, but in for the price of Magister, definitely worth it here for RRQ Hoshi.
Yeah, definitely worth it indeed, but it's still pretty even in terms of the economy. You're looking at RQ Hoshi leading by about 700 gold. Keep in mind, this is one of the top regions in MLBB, Indonesia. Deusvult definitely having a lot to prove here on how far they have came as a region from Russia, right? They placed 4th place inside of M5, taken down by Blacklist from the Philippines, but now gonna go ahead and show Indonesia what they're about. RQ Hoshi looking stronger than ever, though. With that first neutral objective, we'll go ahead and give them a massive XP boost and a good start for the early phase. Looking at the side laner, Skylar is going to be running this Nathan, going up against Hiko on this Claude. Both of them late game damage dealers, but definitely can hit very hard if both teams can scale. So I would say needing to kind of put some pressure in the gold lane would be a really good start for either side if they want to try and take advantage, at least for the early game, and have mid control.
Yeah, there's a lot of potential here too for split pushes coming out from RRQ. They got the Benedetta. They also got in that Nathan. But there you go, Irad getting in Sunset Lover there. Nice setup there by Brusco to enable that play coming out from RRQ Hoshi. This is big, especially before the turtle fight. You don't have the vision coming out from the Novaria, and this is something that they definitely need right now, because you see the zoning that Banana has been doing, and at the same time the Netherrealm to keep everyone healthy when it comes to these team fights. Magister are going to be starting it up. Let's take a look at the items here. So far, we actually see the Claude here. Hiko actually picking up the corrosion side, and for Nathan, it's a very early pickup on the penetration boost. So he actually wants to go in for that magic burst damage, and then to add it all up, I think he's building up that Holy Crystal for his next item.
Ooh, Special Migration with the knock-up. Astro Echo going down from Sunset Lever, forcing out the Netherrealm. Everybody's still intact, though. Turtle does get reset. Both teams still fighting it out. Deusvult connected. Irad for the stun on the wall. Kid Bomba trapped.
Gets petrified.
Like for Banana, but Kid Bomba able to get out in time. Big play. Huge evasive maneuver, and Kid Bomba able to sustain himself. Both teams still fight it out. Turtle at about 50% HP. You know, it's funny enough, when you see Mathilda grabbing up Irad, I don't call it a drive-by. It's a flyby with how they can get the setup. With Banana, we'll find Magister over there, gets one, and another Turtle going to RRQ Hoshi, and now leading by 2 kills. Irad, though, out of position. May need to get back. Brusco, Octa trying to get him to safety. Guiding Win, able to slide out of there. The stun, though, Octa going in, trying to deal some damage. We'll be able to escape. A good save for RQ Hoshi.
Yeah, gets that guiding wind out, and this is exactly why the Matilda is the most picked, most banned currently in Case of the Future. Even though with the adjustments that were made to it, it still provides that kit that the team needs, but especially since the team fights right now, it's so much more evident than the previous patch. You got all these heavy CC, the Rubies, the Minotaurs that seem to be the prio pick here of a lot of the teams, and with the Matilda, it just provides so much shield. You see how much Irad was taken in earlier, and with that guiding wind, just like that, he was able to escape that clash. You see how fast the turrets are being pushed here over at the top side and the bottom side. The same case that happened also for Burmese Fools. The space that is being given here right now. Look at all the creeps. It's being taken away here by RRQ Hoshi up against Magister that has been picked off twice already in this game.
Yeah, RQ Hoshi just way quicker to these objectives, putting Deusvult in an awkward position. Hiko very low. Skylar rushing in, able to deal the final blow, and gets back out to safety with the power of entropy. 5-2 on the scoreboard, and now up by 4,000 gold. You did see Irad pick up the blade armor too, already prepping for Hiko as he gets a couple more of those core items, such as that golden staff
Magister
to deal those basic attacks. But Magister rushing in is going to use the mortar coils. Brusco very low. Violet Requiem for the double setup. Magister hits the decimation, takes down Octa.
Irat's still alive.
Linebacker now may be able to go in, but Rat's very low. We'll go back to Skylar, finds Sunset Lever from afar. 6-3, RRQ Hoshi leading the early game.
Let's take a look at that replay. Nice circling eagle there from the side of RRQ Hoshi. They got that nice setup from Sawo though, and that tug in from Kid Bomba. It was only Octa that paid the price there, and that's what we really get when you have that Nether Realm up, right? Like, you're able to sustain anyone, you're able to do all these aggressive dives that RRQ Hoshi has been doing even under the turret here of Deusvult. Here comes the vision coming out from the side of Deusvult. I think it is going to go to the side of RRQ Hoshi here, but here comes the Circle Eagle once again for Brusco.
Connecting a full bullseye on the Magister. Able to get away though. 1 HP escape. Netherrealm proc. Octa getting away. Good saves from Brusco so far with the guiding win on this Mathilda. I guess we're seeing why it's the most banned hero of Game of Futures 2024. I mean, just look how well he's executing on keeping his team alive. Not only providing the escapes, but providing the shields when necessary to negate the damage.
Wow, look at the gold here of Banana, 6,370. A whole lot more than what Kid Bomba has, who's standing at the 4,399. I mean, even the Matilda here has so much more gold. And look at this, ongoing fights all across the board. Sawo unable to get that setup, but Rad's taking up a lot of the damage this time, not able to get out the Blazing Duet to clear out the waves. And that is going to be the Rad for the price of taking in the turrets here. It is still going to be Deusvult finding something out of that one.
It's funny you were talking about Banana's gold. He even had more gold than Hiko, and he's in the gold lane. That just shows you how well Banana is performing today, as you are going to go ahead and see the Lord take the tier 2 turret on the bot side. The map opening up for the side of RQ Hoshi, claiming majority of the real estate for Deusvult so far, having a hard time responding, and now down by 5,000 gold. Highest kills on the game is a tie between Skylar and Banana. A battle from the side lane is who we mentioned having such a strong game, especially when they went up against Team Lowgun. They had a hard time just beating them on the one-on-one matchups in the side lanes, and this is where RRQ Hoshi thrives. You're able to see Skylar often be able to beat his opponent in that lane, and the same thing with Banana running the Benedetta, able to out-rotate. But speaking of rotation, Sawo checks the push. Fish migration in for the setup, and now the Netherrealm response from RQ Hoshi, full sending it. Kid Bomba very low, gets away, but Banana elect the final blows to safety, and neither side will find any casualties.
Oh no, but Irad right in the middle of everything. Sawo does not have that setup just yet. Irad can pretty much tank up any of the damage being tossed out here by Deusvult. 10 minutes in, RRQ Hoshi with a 32k lead. And of course, the real estate that is really pricey these days, and something that RRQ Hoshi definitely has in this game. Not only that, they can also get all the resources around the map. Deusvult not able to take anything in as of the moment. And 30 seconds in, we're going to be seeing the first Lord of Gate spawn in the Land of Dawn. As for Deusvult, they really need to have these nice setups coming out from Kid Bomba or Sawo here, and so far they've been getting it. But what's really hard is Octa's been popping in that Netherrealm, which is kind of like everybody's health is all the way back up to full, so pretty much nullifies what the setups are doing. But what they really need right now is going to be the Blazing Duet coming out from Hiko. I saw that he actually picked up the Demon Hunter sword already, maybe going in for the Golden Staff for his next item, so he should be able to dish a great amount of damage once it at least reaches the 15 mark of the game. But RRQ Hoshi is not letting up. They're going to be taking in this Lord without any contest at all from Deusvult.
And Deusvult needs to watch out for Skylar. He's already 2,000 gold ahead of Hiko. I mean, you see how fast he shredded down that Lord, and that's just kind of a little bit of a preview on what he's going to be able to do if it comes to these 5v5 engagements if Deusvult is not careful. Now, they need to find a way to turn this around, right? It's not too far out of the ballpark yet for them to have a chance to turn this game in their favor, but they may have to start playing for the late game. I mean, you're seeing this Lord crash in. They're down to their inhibitors already at the 12-minute mark, and RQ Hoshi going in for blood. Tetsusawa has to use his migration, get out with Skylar. We'll find Kid Bomba on the top side. I'd like to find a blow.
There's the petrify.
The stun. You're going to see Blazing Duet force out Skylar. We'll find the inhibitor opening up the base for Deusvult. Now the counterplay. Magister very low. Netherrealm going down. Skylar with the mega kill finds Magister. 2 members down for Deusvult, and the base has been cracked open. RQ Hoshi completely dominating this last 12 minutes.
Oh, it's only Sunset Lover Sawo and Higo left to defend. Can they make it? There's a lot of minions coming in here, crashing in the base of Deusvult. They still got that Blazing Duet though. Can they defend this one? 12 minutes in. RRQ Hoshi just taking it in. Kid Bobo with a nice tug, but there comes the clapback here from RRQ Hoshi. Banana! Wow, 2 for the price of none. RRQ Hoshi. Everyone's still alive right now.
Yeah, but the Astro Echo does connect, providing a lot of slow on RRQ Hoshi, but they're still taking the fight to their home turf. They're not pulling no punches today, as they're going to try and go in for some more. Looks like they want that last inhibitor turret. It may fall. Deusvult trying to contest, giving it their all, but RRQ Hoshi holding that Indonesian flag high, letting them know, Viva RRQ. Deusvolt's definitely need to find a way to turn this around.
11.3k for Skylar here, and Higo standing at 9,000. Yes, he does have the core items here of the Claude, but the timing here of the Netherrealm 2 is something that they have to watch out for, not to mention the free hits here of Skylar, who hasn't been shut down just yet. 401 rather on the Nathan. 45 seconds in. One more Lord here could actually be it here for the side of Deusvult. They got the Nathan here. They got the Barretts to tank everything up, not to mention the shields that Brusco have been providing. Iran has already picked up that immortality, so kind of gearing up for that final fight here up against Deusvult.
Concealed play has been called out though. Special migration for the knockup. Debt is welcome going down. Sawo taking some heavy hits, is going to be able to get out to safety, making the most out of the Guinevere with engage and disengage from that spatial migration. But now look at RQ Hoshi already on to the next objective. They've been doing this entire game. That hive mentality, everybody moving as a unit. Gonna go in for this Lord, and Deusvolt's not in a position to contest, but they may try to, as look at Kid Bomba thirsty for a set. He needs to open this up for Deusvolt if they have a chance. He has the Arm Offended ready, but can he get it? He's gonna use it. He finds Brusco, but is that the target he really wants? Brusco able to get away. That is
Banana
the
from the
midfielder,
back,
not
though.
the target you want. Banana wrapping around the backside. Electrify a blow. That's the Blazing Duet from Hiko, connected to the members of RQ Hoshi, but not dealing massive damage. Major utility off the board for both sides, but RRQ Hoshi gaining control
no, Skylar,
of the
no.
Lord pit. Now they're going down. Skylar will find Sawo. They're going in for the kill. They don't need the Lord. They want to finish it. They
Banana's
are
cleaning
on
up
the
the
chase. Banana with the split push capability, showcasing his mastery on this Benedetta, forcing Deusvolts back into the base, and they will claim this Lord uncontested.
You see how RRQ Hoshi was just baiting out all of those ultimates, baiting those purifies from the side of Deusvult, so they don't have anything once they head into the Lord fight. It was a free Lord for RRQ. Banana even cleared out that wave on the mid side just to make sure that the minion waves will go to the side of Deusvult, pressuring them to go back to their base. 15 minutes in, 50,000 for the side of RRQ Hoshi. It's almost an 11k lead for the Kingdom, and they're looking to take in this first game up against Deusvult. Here comes the Lord. 50-minute marks, the enhanced Lord for the side of RRQ Hoshi. The only thing here for Deusvult to do is to have that setup, but right now the mobility, the shields that is being provided here by Brusco is not something that they can easily deal with. Here comes this setup from the side of Sawo, but Brusco comes in with a clapback.
Yeah, Astro Echo will connect too as well. Forcing out the Netherrealm. Octa gets killed. Skylar finds Cywell. You're going to go ahead and see the Blazing Duet go down. Lord almost bursts it out of the game, but makes his way to the base. Crystal, 50%. Octa gets a double. Takes out Kid Bomba. 10%. Skylar finds Hiko, and down goes the base. Viva RRQ takes game one up against Deusvult in group stage winners match. My goodness, what a show.
I mean, this is what we expected, right? A matchup just like this. RRQ Hoshi and Deusvult. RRQ Hoshi just stopped the tracks here at Deusvult. Like, they got that Matilda, which is actually one of the top picks right now. And you can understand why these teams have been banning it away. You see the shields that were provided,